Hey, it's Ethan Skolnick with Brady Hawk in the presence of Jay-Z. We're here at Kasparas Center, where the Miami Heat have made a draft choice. We weren't exactly sure that they were going to do that. I'm not exactly sure that they were sure that they were going to do that. We'd heard that they were thinking of moving the pick, but ultimately, and I'm going to let you do it, now maybe I should do it, they take Kasparas Jakucionis. How did I do? They got a Jovic, they got a Jaquez, they got a Jakucionis. This is a 6'5", 19-year-old point guard, I guess, playmaker. Really good from the corner on threes, not so great overall, a little bit turnover prone, but a guy who, again, makes plays for others. We got a chance to speak to him. We'll have podcasts on this going forward, but we've talked about it. They need offensive creativity. They don't have a lot of it. That's what this guy provides. He's 19 years old, so what do you expect?
Yeah, so there was a lot of guys in this draft that I liked for the idea of the playmaking stuff, but a lot of them don't really have the shooting. And he's a guy that you see 32% from three, but a lot of it's kind of weird because he was so on ball. If you look at all of his shots, he didn't get a lot of clean spot ups. It was a lot of tough step back threes. And he's pretty good at tough shots. Like he hits clean jumper, can hit some of those dip throughs or step back threes. But the playmaking's the number one thing. I mean, he really is a strong playmaker, transition, pick and roll. He's not just like one of those simple, pocket pass guys that we're used to in Miami. He can make a ton of different reads. He can make a ton of different passes. I think the first thing that jumped out to me is Kel'el Ware's going to love the guy. I mean, having two of your youngest guys on the team being a good pairing, we're not used to that. Like, it's just the fact that you could throw those guys out there together, and I feel like he's going to find him a ton on lobs. So, one of the things that jumped out to me with him specifically is he's very good at drawing contact. He's a decent finisher, but I just like the way he really gets into like the body of guys, and he dips through and he finds ways to kind of foul bait in a way where he can dip under. He's crafty around that range, and he has a mid-range jumper as well. He has the potential of being a 3-level guy. I don't think Miami's going to push him to take a bunch of mid-ranges, but he's an interesting prospect. I'll say the turnover thing as well. Like he has the keys to the offense. He's doing so much on the ball. That's what happens with a lot of guys in college when it'll kind of even out. I feel like at the next level when he kind of gets next to some NBA guys where he's knocked out of the ball in his hands 24/7. And defensively, we'll see. I mean, I'm still curious to see what that's going to look like lateral-wise. He's not like a lazy defender. You can see he gets blocks. He can jump passing lanes when needed. Ideally, he just, it doesn't end up getting bullied. But I like the pick overall. It feels like you get a little bit of both worlds, the playmaking, the shooting. You get a little bit of potential. He's 19 years old. I mean, you can't really beat that. So, and the biggest thing overall, they get the most talented guy on the board. We haven't seen them do that in quite a few years.
Well, that's one of the reasons that I'm okay with it. And again, we'll see what he looks like on the floor. But to me, there's a dual purpose to this. One is you get a talented guy with some upside, and the other thing is you get a guy probably other teams were looking at here because he was supposed to go a lot higher. So ultimately, if you end up making a trade, he might be a player that's attractive to others. But we'll see what he looks like with Miami. We've heard comps like Bogdanovic, Dragic. That would be a nice one. We're always going to hear that with the European players. But ultimately, I think this could have gone a lot different tonight, and it ended up with them making a selection that we'll see how that plays out as things are getting a little bit noisy around us. Anyway, 99 problems, and the noise in the arena is one. Somebody else behind us?
Simon is behind us.
Oh, we're going inside. Bye.